It's just another doorway to open up and see what kind of lifeline will be waiting there for me. I need to bury all these fears and let them fade away. I'm not scared, I'm prepared to find myself again. I wanna fly over mountains, I wanna reach the end. I'll rise up from the ashes, I wanna burn again. I'll find my way through the bitterness I'm feeling. I won't rest, I won't give up, I'm still healing. I'm still healing. I fight the pain that I once let kill my vibe. I fear the day that I lose the chance to fight. So I stand up tall, ready to face it all again. And I will not fall, I won't lose again. I wanna fly over mountains, I wanna reach the end. I'll rise up from the ashes, and I wanna burn again. I'll find my way through
seeing monsters at your window. No, you can't sleep, you pretend though. You don't have to play the hero. 'Cause I got you like you got me. When the earth shakes, when the bombs scream, until our last breath, every heartbeat.
Deserves. The Hard Rock Canucks damn good and damn good value.
Can't argue with that.
If you're into
This is
So definitely an easy.
Can I be numb to you? You set me free when you try to get rid of me.
Ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you can hear me. Let's get a bit of confirmation in chat if you can indeed hear me. I will hopefully be popping up on your screen very, very soon, or I already have, and we'll be catching up. So, where was I? Back to where I started. Oh, yes, that's correct. I've been joined by Floki for today, and today's match is going to be match number 4 of the upper bracket. It's the last of our upper bracket quarterfinals between Harry Potter and Team Geode. I'm going to be joined by Floki, who tonight will be hopefully in with us very soon. Floki, say hello, and hopefully everyone can hear you.
Hi, good evening.
Hello, Floki. So, have you been watching the Heroes Cup? And I know full well that you knocked me out of the upper bracket. So let's do less of that, shall we?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I've been watching it quite closely. This tonight's good teams coming up. Shame Gio can't be here to obviously carry his team to victory, hopefully. But yeah, we'll have to see.
Well, the meme is Team Geode. Who is Geode? Nobody knows. He's never been here. He's played one match so far in the Heroes Cup, and I believe that was the match that they won. Maybe not. We will see.
Yeah.
Well, today we've got a bit of a spicy one coming up tonight. We're starting up on Dust 2. That was the map pick of, let me get my ratings up again, just to make sure I am 100% correct. Map 1 is Dust 2, which was picked by Team Geode. Who is Geode? Nobody knows, but which means Team Harry Potter will be starting on the CT side. Map 2 is Inferno, picked by our very own Harry Potter. We haven't got any actually Harry Potter names to go with. Oh, we've got Gandalf the Magical in, that's fine. So Team Geodes will be starting on CT, and the decider will be Ancient. Which of the 3 maps are you looking forward to?
Oh, I think Dust 2, obviously it hasn't been played that much recently due to the update. But I think it'll be an interesting one tonight. But currently looking at the teams, I think Team Harry Potter is definitely, I'd say, a little bit heavily stacked compared to Team Geo. What do you think?
Oh, 100%. Harry Potter was the second favourites to win the event before Slumped and Dubbed got themselves knocked out. So I imagine they've been moved up to odds on bet to win, and the players are in the server and they have readied up. So we'll be going live in just a moment as we move across to the screen. And well, tell me what you think of the initial buys.
Yeah, so it's quite standard, to be honest. Yeah, I'd say it's quite evenly matched.
Well, Brandon, I want to get underway very, very soon. But before we do get underway, I need to make a point of note for this new British Army esports chat, because we've got something new going on in the channel. Like, did you know about it, Floki? This whole boilies business.
Oh, I haven't. What's that about?
Well, the new boilies that you do by watching the chat can be used to redeem things such as British Army esports merch, i.e. the hat and the shirt that I'm wearing today, and other goodies as well. So keep an eye on that. Make sure you come and join in and build up your boilies. And as round number 1 gets underway, already 2 frags have been taken out. Nix and Davies down. Pom Pom just took out the tees. Loving the trades. 4 versus 3 retake. Harry Potter are trying to get themselves back into the hardest site in the game to retake as it is right now. And, well, Agora finds the first. Testa finds himself another. And rushing out the door comes the rest of the team. And Light Switch Salute finds the last. Well, quick start.
Absolutely. I think, T-sided is it's quite hard to start on pistol rounds. I think, obviously, the spawns on B give it a big favour to Team Geo there.
It is indeed, and I'm just looking at the screen. Have we actually moved across? No, the producer hasn't moved it across to the right scene. So we're casting, and all they've got is like the scoreboard in the background. I do apologise, ladies and gentlemen. The producer will catch up with that very, very soon. But just take a listen in. It's going to be like a radio station where you can see the presenter, because Pom Pom's just run out and smashed up 2 people with a Max N.
Okay, so you see Agora's planting on the A site now. Oh, it's a good kill there by Light Switch.
Early aggression has been definitely the way to go so far for Team Geo.
So I'm sort of surprised it's obviously the full eco there, but expect a couple of flashes maybe or something. But yeah, Team Geo making light work of this. There we go. It wraps up the second round there. T side not losing any people there.
Roger. Well, the production team are aware that there is an issue, so you're going to have to make do with a radio station presentation for the meanwhile. Harry Potter are 0-2 early on into this game, and Team Geo looking to kind of step on the gas and take it up even further. But in the meantime, let's take a quick shout out to our sponsors we have tonight. I'm going to go from left to right as you see them on the screen. Cooler Master providing goodies and prizes for the event. Overworld, who has provided us with a LAN event, which is going to be a fantastic LAN event coming up in December. At the LAN finals. Vanderbike provided the RCNP server. You can see this game you're watching it and casting from, and I can't see the rest because they've managed to change the scene. However, they are Hollywood for providing this overlay that we can see, the fantastic HUD, and this is all in support of our very, very favourite Combat Stress, a charity designed for the awareness of PTSD and veterans and serving soldiers. Floki, take it away. Round number 3.
Oh well, as you can see, CT have gone for the 5 matches, and currently making light work of Geo's team there. Currently not losing anyone. There we go.
Well, that round comeback is a disaster for Geo. It's the first the viewers have seen, but it doesn't give them the credit they deserve for the first 2 rounds. That was 2 dominating rounds in the first for the first 2, and well, now they are into round number 4. The first buy round out of the way, and it looks like we're going to come up against a Deco, so it should be fun.
I think this is quite typical for Dust 2. You know, first couple of rounds very touch and miss. You know, you can either go either way, but obviously now CT dominating.
Sivbot did open up, but he decided to stay in the line of fire. That Deagle spam will take him down. So that's 1 for Sivbot, 1 for Tedster as we move into the mid round. Team Geo looking to find themselves positioned on the map. They are playing around on catwalk and short. One person lower mid trying to spam down Davies is having a little luck, and well, Gandalf will find him. Gandalf the magic. This is the first of the open frag. As trade comes in from Pom Pom. 3 versus 3. Davies finds one more though. That's 2 RLC players going at it. The bomb onto A site. Maka trying to get himself back into site. Doesn't really know that there's 2 players there. Will hear the steps and the plug. Over Rumpy goes, finds the first. Don't get the second, but the bomb is down. The defuse will come in. So that's in the coffers. Team Geo now 2 for 2.
Like I said, when CT get the 4 buys in, it's very hard to break those sites. So yeah, I'm currently predicting the next couple of rounds are going to be quite tough for Team Geo.
Well, they are able to buy. They've got a scout and an AWP, so they should be able to do something. And they've seen that head peeking and Pom Pom's jiggling, but nothing.
Pom Pom's favourite AWP.
Who do you think is the best AWP we've got in the tournament so far?
Oh, I'd say it myself. No, I think Pom Pom's very, very skilled with the AWP. You know, I have seen times when he's absolutely incredible, but obviously he has his bad times as well. I'm not too sure. I'd say maybe Pom Pom or Cause.
As a general AWP, I'm going to have to go ahead and say I think probably BM, but Maka's 2 frags for him on top of blue. Not over.
Doesn't know he's
Nix is certainly making it.
See, the good way it gets tricky because, you know, just for a P90, you can't push long like that. It finally gets taken out by Nix.
Well, Kevin, thank you very much. Welcome to the stream. And as we move into round number 6, looks like we've got another eco coming up against the Team Geo. Yeah, no, there's some good players all the way across. And you know, I think BM's probably the best standout AWPer, but if you're going to go for things like most improved and other stuff like that, there's some of these lower players that have started off pretty badly in the tournament and making their name for himself. Like Gandalf, he's doing some work.
Absolutely.
He's improved a lot. So, and as
Oh,
I say, Gandalf. Wait. Light switch Luke. He's like one of the higher tiered guys, right?
It's fine, mate. This is 2. I think around there.
It's definitely a big flag for Gandalf and Davies. These RLC players finding a over the map. 2 for 2. Go on, mate. You take it away. I'm being harassed by messages.
Oh, he nearly gets to the second frag there to play the play. Oh, no, he doesn't use that. And B site pretty much clear apart from. Okay, Maka is now pushed at the window. We're going to see the rotate. Ooh, we're going to see the rotate all the way through T spawn. And I'd like to see if he goes through short or long.
Dirty Dozen's going to get away with it here. Because, like,
Sivbot isn't watching the cross correctly. He's looking for the lower tunnel push, but they're not expecting the big rotate from the back.
I thought he'd DC'd. I thought he said that. I thought he'd DC'd. I thought he just, you know.
Oh, but so typical. You got an offer on A long. It's so hard to push that. And he missed.
Oh.
Terrorists win.
Ladies and gentlemen, there is a little bit of lag on the stream. The RTMP just has decided it doesn't want to be very, very friendly tonight, so can be a bit temperamental. It is being worked on, and hopefully it'll be rectified very, very soon. But as we move into round number 7, back into another fall by Dirty Dozen, sticking with his favourite Peppy Bison.
Oh. I still don't know how people use that. I still haven't mastered the Bison, so you know, I like to see that these kills.
Unable to get the pixel shot. Damage down to Tester early on. Damage to Sivbot as well. He's down to 5 HP. Was that doing that?
They're on short there.
That looks like it's Maka.
Tester. I've played with Maka a few times, and obviously he's a very skilled player.
Come on, man. Don't big him up too much.
Okay, well, yeah, I'd still say he's a very good player, and yeah, it's good to see his team doing well in this tournament.
Well, it looks like they're going to go for a B take. A smoke will allow them to push a little bit further out. That off shot not going to be taken. He will hold the edge. And there we have it. Tester does go down to Nick. Oh, but License was fantastic. He got quick people. It is, but there's already someone on the rotate coming up from B. That will be Sivbot, who got one. Gandalf does find himself another. Light switch through, though. Trades one back into a 3 versus 2. Sivbot very low, so you have to be very careful. That flash will bounce off the inside of the. Sorry, it was a decoy. And Light switch through finds himself. Sivbot. Oh, the Kobe would be found by Davies. And he finds the last one as well. Agora going down. That's another pass, another close round there.
It's a very good retake again from Team Maka. You know, Harry Potter working hard, getting those important frags, and you know, they're getting these rounds. And, you know, if Team Geo don't slow them down a little bit, they go carry away. And I think Harry Potter's going to have a very easy CT side.
Indeed, they will.
But looking at the scoreboard there, it's quite even across the board. It's very similar. You know, Davies doing him work, stopping the B pushes. Gandalf again with duty.
It's the fact that they're using the util now. When we started the tournament, some of these lower seeded players that hadn't really played CS very much, they tended not to buy utility. They tended just to force up armor and S and Jill time. As the tournament progressed, the improvement for these players, they're using utility and they're actually doing things for the team. It's been fantastic. Gandalf, though, got to be very careful.
Maybe not.
And
he didn't check the corner, and he. Yep. It's a lot of patience there by I'm going to call him Ted. And
yeah, but they don't make the names easy, do they?
No, they really don't.
LSL, Light Switch Lou finds himself another. Maka spraying through the smoke. Will miss the timing and. Yeah, it's another one. This is probably their best chance to get around in don't know how long.
Well, B side nice and clear now. One left, Maka sitting on the A. Or CT spawn, sorry.
He's definitely able to kill these, well, a few of these players if they're not careful, so. It's crazy, right?
Absolutely. Are they a check CT?
They are.
Who's this coming up now?
Oh, they've spotted him. Flash will catch him, but he gets the back. Oh. It's not nice. But hey, one player down isn't going to bother them all that much. Their economy, not the strongest. Dirty Dozen can buy for his teammate next round, so we're looking good there.
I'm just looking at Harry Potter's playing really good recently. Nick's getting these really important AWP kills, holding down A. Just a shame they couldn't do much there.
Davies, though, he just bought an AWP for his teammate, I think, because he's down to 3.2k from 11k. So big investments coming in from Harry Potter. One more round loss, and they're potentially onto a bit of a Nico. I don't know.
It's quite even. 4 AKs and an AWP, and 4 M4A1s and an AWP. Very even stack. Let's see where this goes.
Well, they have taken control of Pit, and the
16-1.
first door's looking down the next one down to 4 back. Around next point to go. And Nade's raining down. Next one. Maka over in Gandalf. It's not Gandalf himself, just Maka.
I'm going to start calling Nick's second chance because he misses the first shot every time, but his second shot always connects.
And Sivbot going to connect for one as well, but Ted trades him out as 2 for him this round. Now, he suspects someone's in Gandalf, but can't confirm it. He doesn't have the bomb either. And there we have Maka peeking out. Will find the last frag, and there we have it. Harry Potter now building up the economy and looking to keep themselves on a firm front foot right now.
Basically, we've got 2 AWPs on the CT side, so I'd like to see how they play this. Maybe 1 peak mid and 1 whole day long. We'd like to see. But Gandalf handling the AWP this time, and yeah, it'd be nice to see. There we go, Nick's got it all back. Very nice.
I was about to say the AWP has been referred to as the green stick, and the Gandalf does walk around with a big stick, so maybe that's what it was. But
I don't think it's green though, Finn.
Wow,
brown, yeah.
And he is Gandalf the Grey, but Maka will find Dirty up, dusting through the smoke. Nice little headshot for him to open up things on round number 10. Looks like they've changed tactic. They're going to go towards mid now because they feel that A is long. Gandalf with the big green AWP. We'll find Pom Pom. That's the AWPer from Team Geo being taken down. And still only 1 minute 15 on the clock, so not much time has elapsed. Well, they're going to try it. He's going to find it that time, though. Punches up another as well. That's 2 down for him. It's just Light Switch Lou left in a 1 versus 5. And Maka finds the final frag. 7 1 round away from winning out the first half.
I've got to say, this is quite normal for Dust 2 is not my favourite map. You know, Dust 2 is very CT sided, and everyone knows that from years of playing. You know, when they get carried away, it's so hard to come back from this.
I'd rather play a competitive match of Tuscan than play on this map.
I think I'd play Office.
Oh, what was that? Straight down, only 2 licks with the head being shot by Sivbot, bouncing around the bottom of mid. Master down in bottom constantly together. Down to a 4 versus 4, and Molotov being perfectly timed. The smoke to go down. That's allowed Maka to get into a very awkward position for Team Geo.
Now, I'd like to see if Ted saw him cross over to the other side there. He's on his left. No, he didn't. Pushed out the bomb, lost it now, so they're in a very tricky situation to retrieve this bomb.
They are indeed, and well, Maka didn't get either of those frags, but he did get taken down to. Sorry, that was Davies that was in that position. He's Maka is in mid. We'll find Light Switch Lou, and just poor little Tedster who opened up this match, this round with his scout shot, looking to find himself something, unable to do so. Maka finds the last. There we have it. One and a half.
Well, I've got to say, with these boys coming in, it's so hard to break these sites, and Harry Potter's, I'd say it's going to be quite an easy victory. The whole game now.
That's a 3 hours along they go, and Testa finds the first Maka going down. That's the big hit of He's not going to care. He finds one with the AWP, and but already rotated around. Nick's finds himself another.
Second, you get the third.
Oh, and Gora gets the strike. Unexpected. They sprayed down, taking a little bit longer than you'd like to expect, and Agora will win out eventually. That M4A1S, its buff has made it incredibly difficult to deal with for a terrorist side. Pom Pom watching the rear, only to find his teammate coming up, which is a bit weird.
Oh, time it all. I was about to say timing there, but It was a palm. It was a friendly foe.
Well, I'm not sure either of them knew that they were on there. So who was that? That was Agora and Pom Pom. No one. It was. Was it? Dirty Dozen. It was Dirty Dozen.
Maybe he's season mid, but Pom Pom takes him out here clean.
Battle of the RLC's finally. Happy to finally find that it gets one. And it's down to 2 versus 2 now. The rotates will be heard.
Oh, but if Dirty doesn't come behind, then no, he gets taken out by Nick.
Down into a 2 versus 1 now, and unable to find the final frag. Gandalf in a big sort of, I don't know what you want to call that, like an Assassin's Creed maneuver. Finds the last frag and the defuse. 9-3, and ladies and gentlemen, we are moving into a tech timeout. So we will hopefully be back into the game very, very soon. I believe we shall be jumping across to the caster screen as well very, very soon. So hopefully you get to see my beautiful face, or well, probably not hopefully for you guys, I suppose.
Well, you look beautiful today, Fenn, so they'll be very lucky to see.
They can't see the beautiful Floki, that's for sure. There's no camera on your end for that one.
Well, it's a shame, really. I've got a nice moustache coming up for Movember now, so it's maybe another time. It's a little bit better.
Yeah, well, we're hoping for a bit of a comeback from Team Geo coming up, because they are currently 9-3. They had a very good start. They got the first 2 rounds, but they were unable to kind of capitalize on that. So what do you think Team Geo really have to do now to get back into this game?
I'd like to say pushing a little bit more. They kind of split out a little bit, dying quite soon. If I'm honest, I'd like to see a more aggressive A-long push for the last couple of rounds here. And, I think Dirty Dozen needs to put away at Bison and, get some a bit more long range. And, I'd like to see a little bit more aggression.
Yeah, I mean, some trades as well. They're because they're so spread out, they're not really trading, which means that Harry Potter, if they do get the opening frag and then no one trades, they're already advantage, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm seeing Pom Pom die quite a lot in mid there, and he's losing that all important AWP quite a few rounds now, and if that goes in the hands of Harry Potter, it's devastating. They're getting these AWP kills. Nyx is destroying and holding these sites down with the AWP. So if they can eliminate the AWP on the CT side, I'd say they get on that site there.
Indeed. And I did miss one of our supporters before the game started, and we went into our little radio broadcast style of casting just there. So a big shout out to Planet9.gg, who have provided the tournament platform for the groups and knockout stages of this event. So Planet9.gg, please feel free to go and check those out. And don't forget, if you want to go in and type !donate, you will find a link to the donate campaign that we have for Combat Stress, a fantastic cause, as I imagine no one can deny. And so far, I mean, I'm just going to take a look at the stream right now. We are up to £801.
Wow, that's incredible. It's very, very generous from people and great support to the community.
£801. That is absolutely fantastic. But hey, we can do a little bit better, I reckon. I reckon we can do some more for Combat Stress. And just think about it. That's £801. That will make a big difference to any of the veterans or service soldiers that are currently struggling with the PTSD, which Combat Stress is there to help. So a big shout out to everyone who's donated, and please feel free, if you take the idea, to type in !donate and hit that donate link. But I think right now, ladies and gentlemen, if the producer will think it a better idea, we may switch across to a break screen to put some music on, so you don't have to put up with my wobbly face. Oh, maybe not. They thought better of it. We're going back to the gameplay. The RTMP appears to have frozen for me, so I'll have to get myself back into that. So as the gameplay comes back in, Floki, is the game moving for you?
No, I'm going to be stuck on the CT side.
Go back into the network stream, and hopefully that comes back in very, very soon. Otherwise, there'll be no cast over the stream. Yep, so if you restart your feed, you'll be back in the game and moving back in already early on into this round. it looks like Team Geo have lost the opener. Looks to be going down to an early frag from Sivbot. 1 minute 30 left on the clock as I joined. Tends to hit it behind the double door. Has to be very, very careful. Sivbot holding that rather. Maybe it's not angry. Gandalf in the meantime will find Agora. So already down to a 3 versus 5. Team Geo looking to be up against it early on in this round. Tedster taking down the 50 HP as he dances around the door. Sivbot sprays him down for it as well. No damage done there though. So are you back into the old?
I am back in now.
2 days and look at this P hit.
Oh,
There it is.
David is always there to support Gandalf, and it's incredible.
We've got ourselves a recruit for the RLC team in the next Intercore event, that's for sure. Davey's coming back with a vengeance. Happy days. So we're going to say hashtag pom-pom out, hashtag Davies in, that's what we're going to say.
Absolutely. Bye-bye, Pom.
Down into a 10 versus 3, no, 10 for 3. Round number 14. First half almost to an end. Sivbot looking to do some damage up mid. He loves that little jiggle peek in mid. You have to be very careful because he's got some attention up there from one of the team players.
There we go. Like I was saying, they need a bit of aggression, and as you can see, 4 of them in B tunnels. I just want to see them push out together and just work as a team.
I made this do very much.
Might be
I think the smoke has made them think better. There isn't much map control for Harry Potter.
I would definitely disagree. I think Maka is holding. Oh, you see the 3-man stack
boost?
there? I haven't seen that used in a while, to be honest.
He's going to slip off in a second.
Frag.
Oh, Davies goes down to the 3-man stack. There we have it. That's the opener. Trade lights with Stu gets 1 more. He goes down to Sivbot. Game of trade working out in favour of Team Geo. Have got the side. Sivbot pushing through. Finds himself a second now. Just Dirty does on his own.
I've got to say, Dirty doesn't obviously. He might be able to trade on the B site there, but you know, with these lower ranking players, they kind of do their own thing, cut their own details. So I gotta say, it's not looking good for Dirty Dozen. And Pom himself, 4 and 12 at the moment. Is not what you expect from a.
Unable to connect to the first, almost connects with the second. It's
He gets taken out by Light Switch Lou. Very good.
In the meantime, Pom-Pom finds 1, 2 come back in the other way, so we're into a 3 versus 3. The game is on, but there's 2 warps on the attacking side. Not ideal. I say that.
Gets taken out there.
Say that.
2 versus 3 now.
And they've got to spotted as well, but Nix is going to take down the Agora. That's the bomb out in mid doors, and now they've got to retrieve the bomb. Lulo finds 1. 2 AWPers left. Maka, who has an AWP. He's got a 3-AWP showdown coming up right now. Maka, up close and personal. Trying
So
to
is
get
the timing going to be okay? Senses it.
There he is! With a Glock to add insult to injury, finds the final frag of the first half.
What a good way to end.
Indeed.
End the first half.
Harry Potter 11, Team Geo 4, and they're about to switch sides. And well, kind of the way we expected it. This was Harry Potter's pick, I believe. Confirm. No, this was Geode's pick. That's a bit awkward. The scoreboard will switch momentarily once the observer catches up. It is Team. There we have it. Team Geo 4 out. Harry Potter on 11. So moving into round number 16 and.
Now this is a really important round now.
Davies finding the opener. After you, man. You take this away. You go.
If Harry Potter managed to get this round, it's game over.
Agora.
By Sivbot.
All the USP bullets did all the damage. Tester finds 1, Tester finds another. There we have it. They get the round. That's a 5th on the board. And as you were saying, that was an important round for them.
Now, I'd like to see a full Mach 10 rush on B because the spawns are looking quite good. But I don't know if these. I'm saying that.
Did someone flick Light Switch's switch because, to go truthful, he's just turned it on. in round number 16. But round number 17, there is an M4 and full SMGs against full Mac 10 rush. But one with a 10-9. Oh, Tessa finds one. Flash though pushes him back. They do have the sight. Be very careful. He doesn't lose that M4. Pushing over the. Oh, finds it on the MP5. Not a weapon you see very often. Bomb has been dropped.
I don't know what Maka was doing there, but definitely wasn't helping his teammate out.
Maka doing Maka things. He does
Davey. One.
Here we have it. Davey finds another. Down to 1 versus 1. Maka versus Dirty Dozen. Oh, the bomb isn't going to go down because the Maka finds the last. And job done. 12 for 5. And arguably, if you're on the T side and you lose the first round, it's better for you to force a win, right? That's better.
Absolutely, yeah. So definitely like to see the bike around. It's probably on UMP, which I'm very surprised about. I'm surprised he hasn't got the money to at least force an AK out.
Indeed. And this is now, I mean, they've kept themselves around 2K, apart from Dirty Dozen, who's brought down. So arguably, they have the ability to maybe buy into the next round if they do some damage.
See, Maka new AK that's worth a hell of a lot of money. So
okay, just gold. Forward looking. There's nothing there. Through the smoke, we'll find Pom. He's not having the game he would like to have. That's find himself another through the smoke. Well, over the smoke that time.
One. Looks for the second, but I think he's going to take out a longer range gun here.
I'm going to say, for one of the newer players, Gandalf's played it magical. To get it? Yeah.
Oh, that's
right there. Tense coming up. Well,
really
Gandalf finds himself another. That's a 3K for Gandalf. Magical.
yeah. So like you were saying earlier, I think these newer players that are back into the scene, or maybe just had a break and just going back for the Heroes Cup, I think they're getting better every week, and it's really good to see.
Well, I think because Dirty Dozen decided to buy back down again, that did force the early buy out of Team GR. I think they were looking at maybe a Deagle play. Now they're looking with a full buy to try and hold off the 14th rounds, and it's going to be difficult because the aggression's so intense. Look at that, straight through mid doors already. Goes one player, that looks to be Civ. Back 10, he finds one. Light Switch Slew goes down to Gandalf. So there's
3 versus 5 now. It's
big hits.
That no scope from Pom. Perhaps he switched from the AWP to Scout. I think that's his new favourite.
What was that, Maka? What was that? Just dirty. Maka, next time Maka's on ship, because Maka is one of Royal Navy players rather than British Army players in Germany. Next time he's on ship, he needs to jump off and get himself a wash in the sea, because that was dirty.
Well,
that's a thing they do, you know. That's the thing they do. When you go visit your reserve ship that we talked about earlier on, they when they're out at sea, maybe in the water climate, they jump off and have a little swim.
Close to Newcastle is probably not the warmest sea. I think I'll give that one a miss.
Benson does spray back from Davies. Gandalf will find himself two, though. Double with a grenade as well. And this is the.
I'd say it's a wrap now, to be honest. I think.
Oh, Tensor's found a bit to say about it, though. He finds Davies, but his position has been given away. Molotov will go down one more stage off of sight and wide peek into Nix's crosshairs. Yes, it's just not what you want to do. You don't want to wide peek into Nix's crosshairs. Well, bye face, really.
Now, judging by his buys now, Dirty Dozen again with the Bison. I think that gun should be banned in the tournament due to this performance by Dirty Dozen. But
Dirty Dozen is allowed to buy whatever guns Dirty Dozen has.
Well, only if he gets a dozen kills.
Well, early spray down for mid, and going down to 33 HP, down to 27 now. A little bit more damage comes through. Look at these guys, already out on B.
And look at that, B site's not getting that protection it needs. And
2 to 3 trade coming out in favour of Harry Potter. Bomb will go down on the B side. Pom and Dirty Dozen now looking to try and work out how they can do to save this game. And already Davies will find
say that GG there.
That is map point, I was going to say, on the map pick of Team Geodes. And, well, Not ideal if your Team Geo losing your opening map, and Carry Potter already on fine form to push themselves on into the semi-finals. Let's move into map number 2. So, give us your match analysis from the desk of Floki.
I'd say again. What did you?
Give us your match analysis from the desk of Floki.
Well, I'd say it's quite a clean wipe, or whatever they say. I think Team Maka is just too heavily stacked at the moment, and I can't see Team Geo coming back from this, to be honest.
Well, I think you're probably right. Team Geo do have the lower seeds of the two players, and despite that, they did manage to get themselves 6 rounds, so it wasn't a total loss for them. In the flip side, it has been a pretty easy game for Team Maka. They do have the big hitter that is Maka, as opposed to what Team Geo has. And we will be back across into the car very, very soon. But
I'd like to give a big shout out to Nix there for holding those sites down with your 12 sniper kills in that game, either that be AWP or Scout.
Well,
just incredible.
But as the producer just told us, we will be moving across to 5. Right, please. Some of the partners and supporters we have in this server. So map number 1 goes in favour of Team Carry Potter, with Gandalf the Magical getting my MVP for this map because my favourite player. Is just being set up, and it looks like we will be getting into map number 2 early. The players are just joining, so Floki, talk to me. What do you think for a bit of Inferno?
Bit of Winferno, I'd say. I think Inferno possibly one of my favourite maps, and I know Nix is very good on this map, so I'd like to see Carry Potter get a very convincing win. But on that, saying that, I'd say it can go either way.
If you guys do notice me looking off to the side, it's because there's a window to my left and probably looks like the right on the screen. And some idiot keeps launching bloody fireworks off. And
fireworks on a bonfire night, really?
I know, it's doing me in. It's like flashing my face, and that's it. But no, moving back onto Inferno, and there's an Inferno outside. They got a bonfire as well, so it's getting a little spicy up there. I think Team Geo are going to be hard up against it right now.
Just looking on the teams there, is that Oh no, I thought Sorak was stepping in, but I'm
No.
definitely wrong there.
He's just setting up the old server for us. So I do know that it is going to be Team Geo starting on the CT side of this map, and it's going to be Harry Potter. It's going to be Harry Potter on the what do you call it? On the T side. I couldn't even remember what the second side was there. We're blank. Couldn't speak England or anything. But so all I'd like to see right now is Geo giving themselves 6-7 rounds first half, maybe a little bit more, just giving themselves a little bit of justice.
Absolutely, I think Inferno is such an easy map to get these crucial CT sided rounds.
Indeed, and banana control. Banana control is where it's at, right?
Absolutely, I think holding banana is probably the key thing on this map.
Well, the players are not even on the right side right now. In fact, there's 6 players currently sat on the terrorist team. So,
while we wait for this, I'm going to give a 1 second break, and I'll be back in just a second.
Okay. Well, whilst Floki Go does Floki things, it's I'm going to mute up the producers who's talking in my ears and putting me off completely. But let's just remind ourselves of what the new feature of the British Army Twitch is. There's a new system, a new currency system in place called Boilies. And if I don't get this right, Ace Anvil, who will be in chat, will probably shout at me after the stream is over. But you gain Boilies every 5 minutes, or by completing events potentially like follows and stuff inside the chat. Those Boilies then will build up, and you should be able to use those to redeem for quality merchandise like this hat or this jersey, or potentially, if you wait long enough because it's taken that long to build them up, next year's jersey for the British Army Esports as well. So there are potential goodies out there to be gained. So if you think about it, all you have to do to earn those is sit there and watch the stream, enjoy the content if it's to your liking, and just be a decent viewer. Because if you're not a decent viewer, then we'll have to say, ooh, sorry, and because we've had a few of those come up recently. But generally, we're nice, you're nice, it's great streams, and the community is fantastic, so we're not having any problems there at all, are we? There are, however, some bots in the server, and I mean legit bots. I'm not talking about people like Maka. So hopefully the admins will get this rectified very, very soon, and we'll be able to get this show underway. Floki.
Absolutely.
I want from you right now your best case scenario prediction for Team Harry Potter.
Team Harry Potter. Oh, I'd say it's going to be, quite similar to the last game. I'd say around 16-7, I'm going to say for Harry Potter.
16-7, all right. Cool. I think potentially a little bit of credit given to Team Geo that was potentially, unfortunately, not going to be going that way. I think you're looking more 16-5 personally, but
16-5.
If Team Geo do win the pistol round on the CT side, I may have to revise that mid-game, so hopefully that doesn't happen.
I'd like to see how Nix plays with the AWP on if he decides to play banana. If he controls that, it's game over, I'd say. Indeed.
Well, I'm hoping the players will get themselves into position and ready very, very soon. Sorak is in the server admin, so hopefully he can kick the bots. But yeah, so let's see if the producer can move us across to a quick ad break with some music on while the players are getting themselves ready, and then we'll come back to you very, very soon. Producer's voice from above, does that work? My camera went kaboo. Oh dear. My green screen decided to green screen me out right there. It was a bit awkward. I do apologise, ladies and gentlemen. Although it did give you a better view of things.
Got a beautiful view right now.
The observer's gone goodbye by now. I think the server has decided to go kaput. Floki, as the production team decide to work out what's gone wrong here. Hopefully the game will come very soon. Let's take a switch off to a different event that's going on. We're in the
Just let go, breathe me let your spirit flow. Take a chance and enter the unknown. I am with you wherever you go. Good love and romance, and can't stop this dancing. Never felt so good. Will you follow me into the Neverlands? I will be there. No pain will ever meet us here again. Let's take a chance at Neverland. Neverland, yeah. Neverland. Will you follow me into the Neverlands? I will be there. No pain will ever meet us here again. Let's take a chance at Neverland. Will you follow me into the Neverlands? I will be there. No pain will ever meet us here again. Let's take a chance at Neverland.
Like to see them push quite aggressively and get these early frags. Take it 1-0, hopefully.
I think you're probably right, and there's a little bit of lag on the RTMP. It should clear up very, very soon. In fact, take this away for me, Floki, while I fix my end, because I've been messing around with it.
Okay, Harry Potter, David firing a short there. Quite an even stack there. I think the rotation coming from Team Geo might be a little bit early. As you can see, Harry Potter pushing up Banana now. And the rotation's back. It's,
Oh, the game of trades right there was intense. That was all over the place there.
That's
And
a 1 versus 3 for Dirk, isn't it? It's all over.
it's all over. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the RTMP for me, I've completely messed it up right now. So I am having trouble seeing it because I loaded up CSGO. I've got double feed coming. It's kind of messed things up for me. But as we move into round number 2, I'm opening the wrong thing. I hope I'm back in very soon. Tell me what the buys are while I'm loading them.
Okay, the buys you see Harry Potter pushing up with the Mac 10 and a tech coming from Sidbot.
I am happy in it.
He's
That was actually Adora got himself one there and stole himself a second as well. Quick 3 kills for them at the top of Banana. Sidbot on 1 HP. Davies down there. Push back forward. That 2 ball there. We have it. 4 frags for him early on. And B control. This is pretty much the same as what happened at the start of Dust 2. And well, there we have it. There is a message dropping in for both of us on Discord, Mr. Blue, so please check that out. I will carry on from here. And we've got pistols coming in for the side of Davies. Sorry, Harry Potter. All on the upgraded pistols.
Okay, so you can see just Sidbot coming in with a tech. Very, very low buy eco for Harry Potter now. I can see from Team Geo 3 on B site now, so A is pretty much anyone's game. But Light Switch coming behind there now.
Oh no.
There we go.
Oh no, he finds himself
2
2.
piece there.
Oh no.
Finally taken down by Maka, but
Well, yeah, they are going to push up to A. It looks like they're going for a waterfall.
you see Ted, or Ted's, I can't even say his name. This is the first, but gets like exactly 1. Davies taken out nice and fast.
Pom Pom though, already.
Dora takes out 1. Here's the bomb plant in. Bomb taken out. Killed there by Pom Pom. 3-0 to Team Geo, which I'm very surprised about, to be honest.
It does look like they have warmed up into this map already.
I think Light Switch Lou is definitely taking a little bit personally last game.
Well, as we move into round number 4, we've got our first full buy round of the game, and actually, looking at it, the advantage is flipped towards Harry Potter because Team Geo not going for only 1, but going for 2 bonus rounds. An MP5 and an MP9 remain in the hands of 2 players, so let's be very careful. Try and hold some of these close angles. Early 3-man on B. We're talking about because Ted does find the opener on Maka. The big hitter from Harry Potter has been taken up early, and all the second time is the arm. It's not the arm though. Down to 23 HP goes. Early advantage flipping towards Harry Potter. No, sorry, flipping towards Team Geo because of that fragging. Well, now they've got banana control as well. It's going to be hard for Harry Potter to get back into this round. That nade. There's a lot of damage to Pom Pom, down to 59 HP, and that Molotov. Oh, there's enough damage. Down he goes. Technically blind. Sidbot wasn't blind when he threw that Molotov. Getting catch up. Please come on. Down to a 4 versus 4, and well, AKs are going to beat that MP5. There's no doubt about that. But them M4A1Ss. Well, we'll find another. Gandalf opens his way onto A site with a nice frag on Tester in library as he pushed round to short. Oh no, over onto his taken out by Davies, who does another Assassin's Creed maneuver out of the apps now. Down into 2 versus
quite a
1.
lot of that recently. Dirty Dozen's trying to retrieve that orb. He's currently looking at it but can't pick it up. I don't know if that's due to him or if it's due to Agora wanting that instead.
He was all like, "No, I want that. I want
Yeah.
that." No, but I want to keep my gun. Okay. Agora takes it. All right. All right.
Well, I like to see it in the hands of Agora instead of Dirty Dozen at the start of...
You never know. Dirty Dozen might be the man with the orb. And, well, Harry Potter, they put their first round on the board. Team Geo.
I like to see this. Harry Potter coming in with the full buy. Currently quite disjointed buys from Team Geo there. Full buys both sides. I'm quite interested to see how it plays out on B side because, as you can see, CT is stacking at 3 every time on B side, which is not often done.
They've got Tedster and they've got Light Switch Slew, so they're two strongest players, I reckon, over towards the A side. I see why they've gone this way. I do see why they've gone this way. Me personally, I'd split it the other way. I'd have Tedster on one and Light Switch Slew on the other.
Absolutely, you've got to split up the good people. But
Yeah, right.
then again, I think it's all quite equal on Team Geo right now. Light Switch
Well.
Slew takes out Gandalf.
Ali advantage again. Team Geo.
Mm.
They kill Handful. It's not looking at the main maps.
He wanted that orb and that was for that.
You've been vindicated. Maka does trade those, so there we have it.
Silverwood takes out Pom Pom, so the plant will go down. Given a spray, taken out by Maka.
He looks to get himself in cover, but Maka was occupying said cover, so no chance.
Light Switch Slew thinks it's wise to give Sabres M4 now. I think it's a very good call. Looking on the scoreboard right now, it's 0 and 2 for Dirty Dozen, 6 and 2 for Agora,
What is-
3 and 3 for Pom Pom, so quite
What?
equal.
Tedster has DC'd from the map, so we will be going to a tech pause. And looking at this one, the last match ended 16-6 on Dust 2. That was Geo's pick, and now we're on to Harry Potter's pick of Inferno. And it looks like they're building an Geo on point. And whilst we wait for Tedster to get back in the server, where do you see Team Geo coming back here to try and kind of get back into this game?
Let's see, I'd like to see. I think they're just going to switch it up a bit on the B site, and I feel like they're going to be quite strong. You know, started out very well, but you know, when Harry Potter gets in the full buys, it's hard to stop them. You know, they've got such a lot of slaying power. Davies getting the trades all the time. You know, look at the scoreboard: 3 and 3, 3 and 3, 3 and 4, and 1 apiece for the bottom 2. So I'd say it's quite equal. Nick needs to get that orb like he has right now, so I'd like to see a few more kills from Nick's coming on the board.
Well, I think speaking to the production, see what's going on, and it looks like we've had an internet dropout for Tedster. So
Perhaps the bonfires were spread. It's not just out your window.
yes, the fireworks are doing crazy things over here. They've stopped for now, so hopefully it stays that way. Yeah, the player has indeed dropped from Discord as well, so a little bit of trouble here for Team Geo, although he is back now, I think, unless he's just sat there waiting, you know, before he DCs from Discord. This is not looking good for Team Geo at all. Yes, and welcome back to the wobbling face of Fenris and Floki. Because I have to be the face for both of us right now. Well, we are back into this while we wait for the players to rejoin, and well, let's take a look and see what's going on in the chat. very quiet in the chat, and I'm very surprised because there's no one in collecting those new boilies like I am.
Oh, everyone loves a good boil,
I know.
especially in these cold weather at the moment.
Indeed. Oh, my favourite boilies are the red ones, though. Come on.
Mm,
The red ones are the favourite one. Then again, you won't have witnessed those boilies because I am old and you are young. So,
oh well, actually, I would say the purple boilies are my favourite. They have a little bit more
Ooh.
flavour. They
Oh.
definitely give you that little bit more morale.
It's a bit like my favourite crayon, mate. That purple's my favourite
Yeah,
crayon.
purple is definitely my
they-
favourite.
They taste like grapes.
Well,
So,
you know, as a big wine drinker myself, I think anything with grapes is definitely my favourite.
indeed. Well, let's have a quick shout out to our supporters, as we have our supporters of Cooler Master. Hey, they're providing some goodies and prizes for this event.
Oh well, fingers crossed to the winning teams that they get some goodies and prizes, and I'd definitely like to grab
yeah.
myself a couple
yeah,
of
they'll-
products.
Oh well, yeah. You have to get yourself into the final. As Slumped and Dump, they've moved themselves across into the lower bracket for the easier ride. We took a leaf out of Solrak's book there. He's done the same thing. Who else we got? We got Overworld. They do most of their streaming on Facebook, but they are a good bunch of individuals, and they run a LAN event. They also do esports lessons for colleges and stuff like that. And they've kindly provided the venue for our LAN final down in Camberley. So that's good for them. So a big thank you to Overwell for doing that. Who else we got? Vantabite. They provided us with this RTMP, which is it's really good. This RTMP is a little bit temperamental on my end because I think it's my stuff. But there's that. Hopefully, I'm just getting messages from the players right now, like, "Oh, Fenris, help me, help me." Okay, moving on. Who else we got? Oh, Planet9.gg, the ones I forgot last time. They provided the tournament platform, so you can see if I point on the screen. I think it's wherever the blue stuff is in the middle. They provided the tournament platform. This is the brackets that we see. Let me see if I can zoom in on my phone where I'm watching the screen to see it. And there we have it. Slumped and Dumped in the bottom. Damn. Well, Slumped and Dumped are up against Team Faded. That's going to be awkward. And Solrak's Angels will play the winner of this game the loser of this game in the lower brackets. So looks good. So Planet 9, thank you very much. Take a look at them guys. Planet9.gg, a fantastically Asian themed website as we've moved into there because they are based over in Taiwan, but the company is owned by Acer as well, which is really good. And then finally, Hollywood, who have provided us with this fancy screen. The player has just rejoined the server, so hopefully we're going in very, very soon. But in the meantime, last thing to shout out, Combat Stress, Fluky.
Absolutely. You know, coming from a regiment who has had a lot, and, you know, I know every regiment in the army is currently struggling with mental health, but it's quite close to my heart. We've lost seven infantrymen in the past year, and you know these charities are definitely helping, and they've got my absolute support. And thank you very much to everyone who donates and helps these individuals who need this help.
Indeed. And we have now gone back into the game, but before we do, we've raised a whopping £801 for Combat Stress so far. This charity event is only halfway through. We will be proceeding forward until December. So we've got a lot of time left. So if you do have that sort of feeling, you may want to donate to such a worthy cause, please type SMH Smart Donate in the chat and move into, take a look at that donation screen and take a look at the little spill that comes up as well. That'll be fantastic. As we move into round number 6 though, game underway. We've got a bit of an awkward fight. Dirty Dozen with his famous Peppy Bison. The Peppy Bison is moving in. And we've got M4 on light switch loose. A little bit of weaponry, but not much. LED aggression coming in from Gary Potter. Spray being done. We'll find Dirty Dozen. Two faces. So soon.
Maka gets the last. Oh,
An M4 and that's P2K. It's a P2K, so nothing on Tedster at all. Looks like this could be a very hard comeback.
I'll definitely see what's going on with Tim Geo's voice channel right now. I'd like to see if anyone is letting Dirty Doesn't know that PP Bison is not the gun. but he makes it work, and
Yeah,
if he-
le Pepe Bazan.
the PP buzz on.
It must be said in the French accent, right? It's not mockery. It's literally the best way to say the word PP Bazan.
Well, coming from a team who's got 2 French players, I think not to say PP buzz
It's definitely the most wholesome way to say it as we move to round number 7.
on. Absolutely. Let's take this away now. Come in with the buys. Buys are quite equal every side, and the PP Poison is back in the hands of Dirty Dozen, which I'm afraid for this. I really am afraid for this guy, and
Why? He's having fun. He's having fun.
he's definitely
And
having fun.
this is a game, so Blue opens up with 1 though, so early advantage. I say early advantage. There is the Bison to count for it, but early
Absolutely.
advantage.
Well, the rotation is coming in now to A site, but they haven't pushed it that much. Slowly creeping through up now.
Oh, a bit of a waste of smoke there. 2 smokes going down, smoke off long, although fortunately, worked out.
Gandalf is currently checking that some of his teammates are in, so I'd like to see what is it? Beaky guy on site right now. Gandalf, go check it.
He is. Oh no, he's not.
Oh,
Oh, yes.
Oh,
License
license
Luke done this
Luke.
perfectly.
trigger discipline coming in. He's got the info. Taken out by Gandalf.
Oh,
Maka gets some very important kills there.
Nix is going to be completely annoyed by that, no doubt.
Pom Pom checking resolve. Back to it by Ted and gets taken out by Sid. Maka gets the last kill.
There we have it indeed. Down into a 4-3 scoreline. Harry Potter taking the lead for the first time in this map.
Now, I'm a bit afraid for Team Geo right now. I feel like Harry Potter is on a steamroll and they're ready to destroy anything in their path. Looking at the scoreboard there, absolutely incredible going from Maka.
Indeed. The thing is, Low Switch lose the top fragger so far. He's got 7 frags compared to 5 on Maka, so he's still carrying things forward in Pom Pom. The aggression through the smoke, playing what I like to call a bedroom play, doing something a bit weird, crazy. And well, he's stuck. There he is now because that Molly's not in place. Nick finds the opener. Testa gets a quick trade back. Both is down into a 4 versus 4. Pistol not going to do much in now this is where Dirty Dozen needs to find himself a track because he's got the best weapon of his team, which is awkward. Deagles, I suppose, but they did get nerfed. Dirty Dozen coming through library will be getting into contact very, very soon. And as he peeks out, oh, he doesn't spot the player, but he has spotted the perspective difference of the range there, working in favour of the terrorist side rather than him.
He doesn't have the range to take those fights on long there. He currently sits back, and is he going to get pushed from behind?
Doesn't matter. Dragon, he's traded out, so's Agora. Now it's just Dirty throws a flash and down he goes.
Now currently 8 and 4 for Maka, which is incredible. 2 KD. He loves showing off that knife every round. You get a good look at that. Definitely picking up some good skins in this in the new season. Yeah.
No one really cares about skins though. Come on, do they?
Well, everyone knows that skins make you a better player. And,
Is that what it is? Oh, that's why I'm so bad.
that is why.
But they also know, Floki, and unfortunately you're lumped in this now, it's those that can't play casts. So here we are, right?
Oh well. I don't know why I took this job then. Yeah.
Well, into round number 9 we go, and it's the aggressive player towards the top of the round. So Gray comes out as Zane down to a 3 versus 5 early on.
Pom Pom looks like he's taking it back a little bit with the orb. It just doesn't connect.
All the players are in CT. It's going to be
With the util that the Harry Potter currently got, it's going to be very difficult. Davy's taking out one of the orbs. There's nothing they can do now. I think the best thing to do is save those all important weapons. And
yeah.
they're searching.
not?
tag Gandalf is low. Oh no. That
Slip
light
on.
switch.
Gandalf is right. Bloke which is fleeing, he's got an off and he's going to have to run fast. Ted's just covering his back almost
Oh,
literally.
but Sibbot hears him.
He went the wrong way! Now he's gone the right way.
They're gonna reach for the last second. He gets the two.
He found them both!
No weapons to save. And Dirty doesn't have switched up a little bit this round. He's gone for the P90.
Oh,
Everyone
yes,
knows.
now we know it's coming in.
Proper spray and pray weapon. My old time favourite.
Dirty doesn't trying to stop himself falling further down the score. Yet to get on the scoreboard, but definitely hope for him yet as we move to round number 10. A default play coming out from Harry Potter. Moving 2 the aggression will be punished heavily by Maka with a quick tap to the skull from that AK. That will force players of Harry Potter to slow up their advance, but they've already put the smoke down on short. Matches coming out of it, coming around towards long now to push in. And heading towards Arch. Oh, they will be taken down to very low HP with that shot.
That is dead to trade.
Well, it's no need to trade if no one goes down, right? Davies from well, light switch. Lucius Wu gets Davies, and Agora will find Gandalf. But it's down into a 3 versus 2. And well, Simbot's on B. He's got B site.
Well,
Bomb's heading that direction, and Maka, he's over on A, finds Agora, and just light switch Lu now. I think they know where each other are, so I think just light switch Lu's expecting more to come the other way.
like I say, Harry Potter are really fucking.
Whoa!
Oh.
I apologise. This is a child-friendly show. Although it is, it's definitely not a child-friendly game. This is an 18 game, so Mr. Floki, keep yourself on the down low. This is a family show.
Profanity
Right,
down.
you need to get into that chat now and exclamation mark donate that stuff right there. That's what you need to do. So I'm going to take this away. You get yourself over that way and do that.
Absolutely.
As we move into round number 11. Everyone laughed at the Floki who's come around now and force himself to donate. Bomb will detonate and, well, Harry Potter find themselves onto a 7-3. Trying to get themselves back into this. The rounds aren't particularly easy for Harry Potter. They are pretty close and there is damage being done. It's just not enough. And as if to emphasise my point, Sivbot finds himself a few things, upgrades his pistol because he's got way too much money. He's on 14.9k. Even if they lose a round, he will be at 16k. Which just says that the Harry Potter are on an absolute rampage. 4 players now moving over towards B to hold off. I've never seen teams play 4 on B early in the round. It's a good call because already on their way over towards the B side. Rotate's going the wrong way already, and now they're going to think better of it because the Rotate's going to hold up. And is that a Gev? Gandalf's got the Gev. Thank you very much for that one. And the aggression comes up and backhand Sivbot, 2 big hitters for Harry Potter down, and the bomb is also there as well. Very opposition. Another 4th kill for him this round. One testable time after Davies trades. And
Finally,
7
Team
for 4.
Geo getting a round on the board, and it's good work. Good work from Team Geo.
Wannabe Allah has decided to give you the link. Very, very kind. Very, very kind indeed. As we move into round numero 12, it looks like, well, it's 4 by 2 AWPs on the CTs, 2 AWPs on the T's, crazy, a back of 5. Oh, Sivbot finds another. Agora will trade one back though, so down to a 3 versus 4. And we have it. Tester evens the score.
Down. Oh, he gets the and he does.
Maka killed himself. How did he do that?
Well,
How did that happen? Everyone needs to remind me at the end to check out round number 12 on the demo to work out how exactly Maka did just kill himself. There we go. Down to 3 versus 1. Davies on his own. Bomb will go down. He will be led by Tedster. So Rotates will come in. Tedster has to be careful. He's only got himself. I'm sure the skin looked like a scalp, but it's an AWP. Davies pushing on the
Oh,
corner.
yeah.
Will be found by Chester. There it is.
Very good.
There
run.
it is.
Well, I like to say, Harry Potter, they've got the 7 on the board. In my heart, that's a win. All you need on this team side is 5 or 6 rounds. And I'd say they can take the second half away.
Well, Team Geo, if they get to have 1 or 2 more rounds, in fact, if they're able to win the rest of the rounds this half, I think Harry Potter might be struggling to get themselves back into it on the CT side. I really do. I mean, Dirty doesn't. He's actually bought himself an AK, or he's got himself an AK this round, so damage will be done by him, no doubt.
Definitely like to see this.
Oh, look at that pixel peak. Look, Maka thinking he's pro. Come on, Maka. We all know you're slow. I'm joking, kid. I just want Maka to read this back and see it, but he's holding that pixel peak. Won't be gifted with an opener, though. Oh, this is an odd round. This is your round. You carry on.
Oh, right, well, you were doing such a beautiful job, but I will
want to
carry on. They've, I'd say Harry Potter have slowed it down definitely a little bit now. And you can see they're pushing a bit, nice and slow. Smokes out, util, very high standard.
That grenade was going to be spicy. Well, yeah, alright, they've slowed it down, so it's one of those rounds that are a pain to deal with as a caster because they slow it down way too far.
Well, he pre-fires that, but Goran's hiding right in that cubby hole. He's ready for this. And he
And he
one more in the smoke, ready for Goran gets him.
That's Maka.
6 managed to trade.
Gandalf's picked up an up rather than Nick.
Like Twitch Lou holding the good angles there. Nick's
That's
with
why he's got
another-
an AK.
It's-
That's why he's got an AK.
Absolutely. There he does his tag heavy. Light Twitch Lou. One up. Oh, no.
Oh! Where did that come from?
Let's
Go
say
back into one now.
Team Geo definitely took it personally last round. Wait, last game, sorry. They're ready to win this one.
Indeed,
Yeah.
they did.
They're trying
Indeed,
hard.
they did. Well, they've now matched the score they had on the last map, so they're up to 6 rounds, looking to find themselves a 7th to even up this map on Inferno. And Inferno is much better known by most players, so it could arguably be easier for Team Geo to get some things done. And those Molotovs have forced Davies to hold up on Banana. He can't go any further. He has to be very careful. There's a walk around the top there, and those nades going a little bit too far. People corner finds him. Early advantage flips towards Team Geo. Oh, this boost will be dirty, but the spam through the smoke is doing damage. That Molotov is forcing off the boost. I am a big fan of being on the T side against that boost. That's Soul Rat. Double smokes coming in. Maka dropping one on top of his teammate's smoke, and Harry Potter, they've slowed it down yet again. It hasn't worked for him so far, so why do you think they're slowing it down again?
Absolutely. I think they've gone from playing very aggressive, and it surprised me they've slowed it down this much. I think Maka's, he's got the range, and he's just letting them know to keep calm. Don't make silly peaks. Oh, the timing there for Pom Pom.
He got CSGO, right? Gandalf will find Tedster.
Definitely CSGO'd there.
So did License Lou. That made me jump, and I knew he was coming.
I've got to say, Gandalf played incredibly well recently.
Indeed, he is. Nyx will be. Did Nyx go down? I completely missed that one.
Comes, but you can hear him pushing.
Agora's playing fantastically as well, so.
It really is. I think he's definitely a CT-sided player, and he's enjoying this. But
Yeah,
the bomb
the
goes down.
They're
Opposite
hunting him as
side.
well, so they're hunting him, and he's got to try and hold off against 3 players who know roughly where he is. They know they've got him trapped. He can't go anywhere, and well, look, they're all just descending. Oh, craziness right there. 8-6 now. Harry Potter have won the half. Team Geo looking to find themselves the 7th, keeping themselves within 1 round. And Well, the full buy coming out. Dirty doesn't buy himself an M4. He's the one watching for buys because he loves himself that Pepe buys on.
Pepe Bazon.
But he has worked out that an M4 is better. So hopefully we're going to see some frags from him coming up soon. And
Are we yet to see him on the scoreboard yet? Or
we'll see when we see him on stream. I'm sure. But it's now early aggression up towards Apps. Tends to flee and turns his back on an enemy. It's potentially dangerous to do that as
Malakir takes him out.
Maka will find Pom Pom though, so it's a 1-for-1 trade.
There we go.
Gandalf tried something fancy and messed it up.
Tester was scared, but he managed to get the courage to get that.
You know what Gandalf tried? He tried that light thing he did. You know when he's running down the hill in Lord of the Rings and he shines the light in the orcs. What he tried to do, but it all went wrong for him.
Well, you know, Gandalf is not the best wizard, but
Oh, he is.
just
Oh, he is. Yeah, definitely.
okay. I'd,
Oh wait. What's that one from The Hobbit? The brown. Brown?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh! Light Switch lose up on boost, finds 2. Nix will trade him out from balcony though, as no one there to watch his back. But he's down to 16 HP. He doesn't have the bomb, and oddly enough,
Some lag on my screen. I'm just going to reset my VLC.
okay, Dirty Dozen has finally decided to rotate through CT. They know roughly where he is. Dirty Dozen is probably going to confirm as he looks to move towards. Oh, never mind. Tester finds the frag anyway. 8-7. We have it going in as close could be into second half.
Let's talk about the scoreboard. 16-11 Gora, 15-9 for Light Switch Lou, taking their team to victory currently. Well, say that. Trying to.
Indeed, they are, and unfortunately, Dirty Dozen hasn't found himself on the scoreboard yet. I do like me an underdog though, so hopefully he get there soon. The scoreboard is the incorrect way over. The observer will be changing that momentarily. It is 8-7 in favour of Harry Potter as moving to the second half, and early aggression straight up to the top. I've lost in game sound. That will come back momentarily as well. Tedster looking to find himself round. Pom Pom will go down to Nix, and well, the aggression still pushing up towards A. Bomb already around the corner. Davies finds a Gora, long range shot from Pit. Will find Tedster. Will get a trade back on Nix now to 3 versus 4. And
Bomb's in a very sticky situation.
it is indeed.
Very
There's a guy in
hard.
Mexico. There's a guy in Mexico. The guy in Mexico will find Gandalf. The bomb has been collected. Off to B it goes. They're fleeing straight down towards Banana. They will get spotted going around the corner. Maka will find. We'll see the back of the rear end of that player.
It's going to be a tight rotation.
Indeed, but they're going to get their bomb down anyway. They're playing like jump rope or something, jumping around there like that, up and down. They go bouncing around. Have to be quick. Dirty Dozen's way behind to save up Banana. We'll find one and come around that corner. He will start spot too early. Dumps away.
Third, wow.
That's a 4 kill for him in this round. Dirty Dozen coming up the rear. Finally catches up to his team and says, "What's going on, guys? What's going on?" Well, what's going on indeed is Harry Potter Team Geo have equaled up the scoreline, but the teams are still incorrect on the HUD. So hopefully they'll get rectified very soon.
Like I say, Harry Potter's getting out of force with Mag 7 for Gandalf. So let's see if he can work a bit of magic with that.
What is your favourite shotgun?
Oh, I'd say I don't know what it's called. You know the spray shotgun, the XM.
The XM?
That's the one. I think
The
that's
auto shotty.
all favourite. I'm quite bad with shotguns, so
Not this cool sign, bro.
spray.
My favourite shotgun is the Sauna. Round number 17. Trade though, so 1-for-1 into a 4 versus 4 we go. Pom Pom finds one, but after Davies, still trades coming in either way. Sivbot will get himself a quick trade and unable to
last
spray.
alive.
I'm now getting the lag you had. Dirty Dozen goes down, still yet to find his way onto the scoreboard, but we live in hope for him.
You can do it, Dirty Dozen. I believe in you.
I believe.
Gandalf searching all the misty mountains, ready to find Pom Pom in bedroom.
Do
But
you know what it is?
Gandalf, you rest
Do you know
in
what-
peace.
Do you know what it is about Dirty Dozen? People could join this stream and they think, oh, this casters are being real mean to Dirty Dozen, but it's not. Because what it is Dirty Dozen is new to the game, and he has had the cojones, the moral fiber, to stand up and say, this is a good cause, I want to take part.
Absolutely.
And he's taking part, which is more than that could be said for quite a lot of people. And Pom Pom finds himself one more frag, and he's going to find the plot.
Well, that's great for the economy. But obviously, he's taken out there by Maka.
It was just the ragdoll effect I saw of Pom Pom's character, just like his body carries on, but his head getting pushed back by the bullet says, "Yep," and I'm dead.
I've got to say, Team Geo, currently 2 players with 16, 1 player with 15 kills. They're definitely out-fragging Harry Potter, but it just comes down to these players.
They are not making it easy, are they?
They're definitely not. The PP Bison is, sorry, the PP's Bison is out of date for Dirty Dozen.
that.
The one tap coming in from Ted.
That was
Incredible.
dirty. That's the sort of frag that makes you think, Jesus, is he legit?
He was definitely a fast frag.
Was indeed. Is that an MP5 I just heard? Yeah, it is. Agora's got an MP5. I love it. He's out
He
with the
he
MP5.
has been using that for the last couple of rounds, and he definitely does get these kills with that MP5. Smoke's coming in now for long. The pushing short with 3.
Gandalf, though, he spotted this double on banana. He's going to know he can push down now. Smoke going back. Well, mid, though. Let's go for them. Never seen the T-side do that, really. Drop a smoke in mid. Davies finds one through the smoke. The Assassin's Creed fails, the Dirty Dozen. Now he goes in. Finds one, and Maka finds the last. Quick clean up, and well, 1 weapon loss. Not a big loss at all for Harry Potter.
Now Fennec was a little bit scared of. I feel like Harry Potter, they've got their economy, they've got the guns.
Debatable.
Do you think?
Yeah, if they lose a round, they're going to be a half buy or maybe even eco. Because they're going to 1400 if they lose. Gandalf won't be able to buy, Nix won't be able to buy, Sidbot won't be able to buy, Maka will be close, and Davies will be the council buy.
Well, let's see this round then.
Now,
Playing it nice and slow on T ramp.
well, pistols are going to work up close. So, oh no, Gandalf.
Oh, Maka
Oh,
as
no.
well. Oh dear. If
No,
that
but-
smoke fades, it's going to be carnage.
Gandalf's taking the silencer off his gun.
Oh dear.
Gandalf
Carnage.
pull off Alex there. Well, oh, Maka.
With the grenade.
The reload, not allowing him to get himself another flag at the banana as Lightning pursues him fast and furious. He will be stood out in the open. Lightning Slew goes down.
Maka does see the following players Glock and Maka again.
Oh. I have to pause my feed. I have to restart that. But at the start of that round there, when Gandalf got shot at, he's like panicking, like, what's going on? You see a gun waving around the front of Maka.
That's why smokes are so dangerous.
Yes, they are indeed. They are indeed. And you'd have to take over for this round. I've lost the feed because I was an idiot and pushed my keyboard.
Well,
Round number 20. Finds opener. Good trade out from Ted's to low early on. And Harry Potter's Maka will find himself another. So early advantage Harry Potter. Sorry. I did interrupt. It's rude of me.
no. I think everyone wants to hear your voice, Fen. Yeah. Like you say, the bad players are very good at casting. The good players are bad
Very
at
bad at
casting.
casting. Is that,
So-
is that what you say? You say you're bad at casting. I think all the viewers would agree you are very good at casting. 11 to 8 and spray coming through the smoke. A little bit down to Pom Pom. So I say all 3 players. There is a player for Geo over app. Holding players over towards B. The bomb has been spotted now though. And down goes Dirty Dozen on the other side.
P90, latest dirty. A player at that caliber should not be playing with a P90. Everyone knows the P90 is for the noobs and the scrubs. but
Wow. So
True there, Rowan.
now we've got an aggressive caster as well. This is.
I'm very sorry to say.
Well, it's 8-12. Carrie Potter are struggling to win this map out. This is their pick, so they should be doing it a lot cleaner, you like to think. But Team Geo, to their credit, are pushing to the limit. And whilst they are moving into this round with just pistols and the Pepe Bazon, it looks like they're going to try and get something done. Davies will hear players and drop a Molotov to prevent them from pushing him. Oh, headshot from Pom Pom finds the opener. Aura will be taken out by Sipar as a quick trade. He's flashed into the corner. The bomb has been taken out. That is on the floor in short, and now that just means Carrie Potter can rotate into position and get defended around there rather than a site. Not looking good, Team Geo this round. Especially as Sipar finds one more. Finds himself another. That's 3 for him so far in this round. Nix being the only other fragger balcony.
I'll definitely take back my my comments from Dirty Dozen. I think the absolute respect I have for him for hopping on the server with such experienced players, and you know, he might not have any frags this game, but he's definitely trying his hardest.
He's done damage. He's got an assist. He's done damage. It's all that. He's done something for his team. Dirty Dozen has been called the human decoy grenade in the past because he decoys himself for the enemy, and it's something he took on with pride in previous games as the human decoy grenade. So
Now, look at that scoreboard there. Gandalf, 7 frags. Not the player we saw last game, but definitely putting in work for his team.
he has. Lightroom Slew opens up the account, but Maka will trade back very, very quickly. He is taken down to 70 HP, so I'm going to give advantage. Oh no, there's 2 orcs on the T side. I'm definitely not giving advantage to Team Geo right now. That was a bit of a weird smoke. I've never really seen that smoke get used.
Absolutely, it's quite weird utility coming in from Team Geo.
There is indeed. Find one more on B. Tedster peeking the bottom of the op will get the frag. So now it's a 3 versus 3. Sipop makes it 2 versus 3, but he's traded out as well. And now they know there's rotates coming in. They're waiting for the push from behind. Pom already expects Davies to come.
Oh, CSGO timeout.
Doesn't matter. Tedster will find him. So Tedster and Pom Pom now fleeing back towards the A site will be able to get the plant as the rotate has just begun for Davies. And well, the HP says Davies can win this. Especially now they've slowed down and they've not just moved into the site.
Absolutely. You know, I think this.
Oh
this
no!
game is,
No, not this.
Oh. Lucky escape. Davies 1v1 takes him out. Such an important round there for Davies, and
What a clutch though. I mean, he had the HP advantage, but to drop that nade and do the damage, 1 bullet on either player was an easy kill for him. Well, that puts 14 on the scoreboard. Carrie Potter looking not only for map point, but match point in this half, or in this game, sorry. So,
well, Fed, what do you think? They've definitely outlived their, well, my expectations anyway.
Team Geo, they've done themselves absolutely proud. They do have the lowest seed player of the tournament, and that does put them at a certain disadvantage in general. But honestly, if they're still able to pull 8 rounds off against who are the new favourites of the tournament, then
Is that what you're saying? You said they're the new favourites?
well, the favourites were slumped and dumped.
Well, they got dumped and slumped.
Enough. I know we lost, get over it. But the fact is, in the group stages, Team Harry Potter and Slumped and Dumped both went 3.
Okay.
So, arguably right now, the favourites going into the knockouts was Slumped and Dumped and Harry Potter. Well, Slumped and Dumped, they've been dumped and slumped over into the lower bracket, as you just said.
Absolutely.
Which means now Maka are the only 3-0 players, and they're the only team not to have lost a match.
Well, I'm excited to see what the next games are going to be. As you said, is it Team Solrak versus Slumped and Dumped next?
The next match coming up after this will be Slumped and Dumped versus Faded.
Oh, Team Faded. Well, that's interesting to see because Team Faded himself. 50 kills against Team Tactics.
Oh! Oh, I have to interrupt you because that shot was just disgusting. It was utter filth from Maka there, taking a shot over the length, the width of the site, and taking up the head of the last player. And there we have it. Match point has been gifted to Carry Potter. More on the upcoming games after this game as well. As this is your first cast, Mr. Floki, this is potentially match point. I'm giving this round to you, my friend. Finish off this game.
Absolutely. Let's
Give me some
see.
hype, baby. Give me some hype.
The buyers coming in. Oh, I've got 5 stack of AKs coming in for the T side. Quite standard by the 3 and 5 ones and the AK and the all coming in. Tesla gets the first kill on Nick. Very important kill. Gandalf. Gandalf. Beautiful trade. Next up one. Pom again. It's just trades all over the map now.
Oh, it's the bomb. It's the bomb. Davies has got the bomb.
They're putting it in the right predicament now. They've got the bomb. 2 players pushing there. Pom very low health. Tesda half the health. It's going to be a tough one to regain this bomb now. CSGO timing does have its fantastic tricks coming in. And CSGO Davis taken out by Pom.
They're not going down without a fight at Team Geo. They've got
I
5
don't
minutes.
I think they want a bit of overtime coming in.
Whoa, overtime. I like it. Let's have a look and see what we can get. Look at the scoreboard. Tesla on 25, Sivbot and Maka 23-24 respective. So there are some big hitters in this server. And Team Geo looking to get themselves into overtime. 6 more rounds on the drop they need for that. And they actually have weapon advantages. Gandalf's got himself a P90. But going to come down to who wins this orb duel, I think. And all hop top banana will miss the shot back and well, he's forced into a dangerous repeat. It's not going to give him anything at all. His teammate in the meantime will push down banana. Molotov allowed him to get into the logs position and defend from there.
You tell me.
Gandalf.
What a guy.
Magical. Sticking with it. I'm sticking with it.
Sorry, stream. You can't actually see Fenris's face right now, but he's currently a very happy man. Thinking of Gandalf.
Penta does find Gandalf though, so that's decent open. Maka's going to have to flee back to the B side very quickly to get there, and it's now into 3 versus 4. And Geo looking to see if they can get that. Dirty doesn't 40 found the player. It wasn't. It was a chicken. So you know, it's one of those. What is that a head? No, it's a chicken.
They count those, don't they?
On deathmatch, do yeah.
Oh, well.
What have they done? The timing. The timing. Nick wouldn't have seen them go through. Surely not. Maybe he did. He's walked himself back down boiler. He definitely heard those utilities getting thrown.
If he's patient now, he'll pick up 1.
He could pick up 2 here if he's very patient because it's not being checked. They're going the opposite direction, going towards long. Sivbot has to be very careful. A player in brackets. Pop flash will force me to look away and Pop.
Oh, Nick gets 1. Getting chased. Gets 2.
Now it's a 1
Does
versus.
he hurt a 3rd?
It's a 1 versus 3. Dirty does it versus 3, and unfortunately, Dirty is unable to find himself a frag in this map. And there we have it, 16-9 in favour of Carry Potter. Before we go on to our MVP, let's have another bounce on over to the analysis desk of Floki and see what Floki thinks of that game.
Well, I thought, obviously, Team Joe coming in, and I really thought they were going to take it at one point. It's, I've got to say, it was a lot closer than I thought.
Yeah,
But-
it's definitely a good game. They put up a big fight.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, you know, I feel if the teams were a little bit evenly stacked, I feel like Team Joe would have won that. But, you know, like saying that, they definitely put up a fight. And off to losers. Is it losers bracket for them now, or is that them?
Yeah, so they're going to move down to the lower bracket now. So the upper bracket has been fully populated, as has the lower bracket. I'm going to look on the tiny phone screen to give you guys all the information you need. In the upper bracket, game 1 for the semi-finals, we have Team Bush Gunner. No, Team Bush Moister
Or
versus Team Taku. That'll be a spicy game indeed. In upper bracket game 2, which is the semi-final game 2, we have False Positive versus Carry Potter. So that's going to be another very good game. In the meantime, down the bottom in the lower bracket round 1, which is going to be a best of 1 game, it's Team Vaded versus Slumped and Dumped. And in match number 2 for the lower bracket, it's Solrax Angels versus the loser of this game, Team Geode. That's the games we've got coming up. And the first game for the upper bracket will be on the 8th. So that's Monday. It's not very far away at all. It's going to be Monday.
Well, I'm looking forward to that.
That's you, isn't it, on Monday?
Is that me Monday? Wow.
We're really going to get to see why you're a good caster. That's what it is.
Wow. Judging by the last game where I think Floki top fragged in both games. So
All right, Floki, we know you're good at the game, so it doesn't matter. But that doesn't matter. That's not what this is all about. This is about a charity event. This is about raising money for Combat Stress, who are a fantastic charity, do a lot of work for the veterans and their families, and even some serving soldiers for the awareness of PTSD. So it's always a good cause. So please, one last time, exclamation mark donate in chat. Take a look at those.
absolutely.
A big thank you to our supporters, Caller Master, Overworld, Vantabite, Planet 9, and Hollywood, who have provided either prizes or facilities for us to use, such as an RTMP or the HUD, or even a LAN final. So big thank you, a big shout out to all of those. Another shout out comes to Kodiak, who is our observer for the day. So a big thank you for him for joining us. He is not a member of the military, but he has decided to give us some of his time. So a massive thank you to him for that. And to our first time observer, Chernobyl, who was thrown on the spot very last minute to get this job done. So a big thank you to him, Floki. Any thank yous from you?
Absolutely. Thank you to everyone taking part in this tournament, of course. And thank you to the admin team behind the screen who are doing such a brilliant job, providing such a good stream to push this message of combat stress into the wider audience. Thank you very much.
And well, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. We've got more Heroes Cup coming up for you over the coming weeks. We're going to start with some more CSGO on the 8th. That will be another CSGO game. Don't forget, we also have streams for League of Legends and Rocket League to do as well. And it's always going to be good. It doesn't matter what game you get, you're going to get great content, great quality, some even better banter between the casters if you have me and Floki on, that's for sure. But Floki, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Floki. It was his first ever cast today. He did a fantastic job. That means he's going to be very bad at the game on Monday. Here we have it. So, guys, without further ado, I've been Fenris. I've been joined by Floki. We've been British Army Esports for the Heroes Cup. Have yourself a great night. See you Monday. Hopefully, we're not looking at the camera while it switches across, though. One of those things.